Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Creda, day 19. Today is August 19th and we are going to be attempting a shaker. Yes, I pulled out my dies and I had some dies that were round enough to fit in this opening. This is packaging from Michael's where you get like buttons. For me it was buttons in here. I think they sell these with sequins in them, you know, random little assorted things. And so what I did, because the edging is curved, I just took my scissors and did a haphazard job of cutting them off, and I'll show you what I mean right here so you can see that it's all wonky, but no one's going to see that besides me and you. Once the recipient gets this, well, she'll know that it was a shaker, it was plastic, because she'll know. I'm sending this to a crafter, so she will definitely know. And right here, there's still some edging up there, so I'm going to cut this off a little bit. Not much, because I still need something to grab onto the adhesive that I'm going to be using. And what we're going to try to do is not screw it up. This may be a long video because I think I'm going to try to do a process video. I'm not sure. But I already fabricated my holes. But I want to share with you what paper I'm using. I'm using this. It says it's DCWV, die cuts with a view, and 6x12 cutting machine cardstock with glitter. And it has some really cute papers in here, and it was $2. I didn't know much about buying paper and the value of it and all that stuff. I still don't, because I didn't know people did like Tuesday morning hauls when I first started shopping at Tuesday morning. I was just going and thought it was a good deal. I didn't know they had random stuff the way they do, and I didn't know they had like green card. I didn't know this was a green card, but now I do. And I wouldn't say I'm well versed in Tuesday morning shopping, but I know a little bit. I know more than I did at the very beginning. And I pulled out some random bits to go in here. I got this, this gold. I'm going to use this green, this gold. And we're going to pick out some of these stars, these green stars, and leave the red alone. We're going to pick out the silver and the white or clear right there. We'll pick that out, and I'll bring it close to the camera later on as we get started. So I've already cut out holes, and this reminds me of like some Tim Holtz vintage looking antique shop paper. And then I cut these out. You all know that I have a fondness for these little amoeba, the paisley. I call them amoeba because, you know, that's what they look like. And so this hole is too big. Let's see, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Way too big. And then this one fits almost just right. So what I've done, what I plan on doing is I'm going to try and see if I can't use all this. But this, the dye that I use has stitching in it, which is really cute. So we're going to try to save that. If not, I want to probably be able to use these for some wands later on. And this is a very nice die cut. In my opinion, it's a great thing you can use. You can do different things with it. You can definitely get some prettier paper than what I've grabbed. But I just grabbed this paper because it was easy. I didn't have to worry about cutting anything out. And I got that. So I am going to pause the camera from time to time, but it won't be where I do a whole bunch of project and then I come back and share it with you. If I struggle to make this, you will see the struggle as well. I'm going to use this crooked paper. It's supposed to be a card base, but I measured it wrong a couple of days ago now. So I'm going to go and adjust this and fix it, and then I will cut this off because I like this orange. You can see that it's orangey. Can you see that it's orange? Well, it's orange. If you can't see, it's orange. And then what I think I'm going to do, because I'm going to, so this is the plan. This will be the card base. this is how it's going to look. This is the plan. This is how I planned for it to look. And then I'm going to put some shaker stuff in there. And because Janet, Mom to Create, has given me some trade secrets, I'm able to do this. So I'm going to do this card in honor of her, because she took the time and made me a video. How sweet is that? Anyway, that's really cool to have people in your life that are so nice. And I appreciate that, because she didn't have to do that for me. So I am going to try to uphold the honor and make a shaker card. But you know, Janet does amazing work. So please go over and visit Mom to Create. If you don't know who I'm talking about, go over and show her some crafty love. So this will be the front of the card, and this is going to be the base of the card. And then I'm going to cut this off, and then I'm going to apply it to the real card, the base. So I just need to fix these measurements, and then I'm going to tell you that I am going to be using some stamps to stamp out an image in the back of this piece right here. There we go. But I don't know what stamp yet, so that will be a little bit of a trick, because I've got this funky paper that really, you know, it's kind of like saying I need to be on green paper, I need to be on this paper, and we're going to just make it work. So when I come back, we'll have some more things clear and measured out a little bit proper. Alright, so we are back, and this is what we have. This is going to be the card itself, and I am just going to go ahead and let you all know that I will be inking the edges on this card, because it kind of looks very vintage or antique, and that is a-okay with me, because as we all shift into the fall, I guess back to school indicates fall automatically, even though it's still summertime. It's August, which is cool for, you know, the people that have kids in school. The only thing just now, instead of you worrying about them eating all your food out the refrigerator, if they're into sports or things like that, you're going to have to worry about going to soccer, baseball, basketball games and practice, and, you know, the different type of fun. I definitely don't want to be a soccer mom, meaning I don't want to cart all the kids in my vehicle when when my little one reaches that age. But I am definitely planning on going and being that mom that goes to the games and screams at the referee and the coach and everybody, even if my baby isn't a good basketball, football, soccer, tennis, whatever he wants to do, if he even wants to do that, because he loves all kinds of sports balls. He just can't catch yet. You know, he doesn't have good hand-eye coordination. So I promise you, I have about 25 to 50 random balls in the house: basketball, soccer, baseball, tennis ball, golf balls. Did I say soccer? Because we have like 4 or 5 of those. You know, Walmart has those big giant balls, and the Big Ben, they used to be like $1, I think, when I was growing up, or $2. Now they're $2.88. Well, they're $2.88 at this Walmart by my house. I'm not sure how much they are in your area, if you even have a Walmart near your house. But that's what I have, and we have one of those. And when he barely could walk, he was walking around with that thing, and I was like, you're gonna hurt yourself. And he walked into the wall and bumped it and hurt himself. So that ball is no longer available for his playing pleasure yet, because I don't want him walking into walls hurting himself. So this is going to be the base of the card, and I'm not really caring about this, because once I get it to fit in, I am going to cut it. I'm going to cut it right on off. So now what I need to figure out is what I'm going to stamp in there. And I think I have a little cutesy stamp. I was going to put one of these rub-ons in there, which I think that would be super cute to go in here. The only thing that I don't want to do is, Can you see that? Yeah, you can. I don't want to use this in that manner because this card, this color, is different. So let me go ahead and get a stamp that's a little bit on the different side, and I'll come back. Okay, instead of going with a sticker, I am going to go with these owl stamps that I have because they match, in my opinion, match a lot better than inking up and stamping out. So I'm going to probably put this one that says be happy. Be happy, or either be you in the center of that, because that's cute, right? I think it is. And I'm going to put that in the middle, and then on this top card I'm going to embellish it some. So let's just go ahead and do that, and I'll come back. Okay, so I chose to put this guy in here. He looks like a guy, right? He doesn't have a bow, anything like that. And it says love on there. So this is going to just be a different card. And now what I am going to do is I'm going to pull out the sequins. Now let me tell you, you probably have tons of sequins. And I would have to say that I have tons of sequins as well. Because whenever they're on sale, I like to buy them. Whenever they or you know, like buy one, get one, buy this, get that. I went to grab my sequins. I promise you I could not find anything matching the paper that I had. And now I see why people buy sets and matchy-matchy. I'm just not a set matchy-matchy person. In my head, it just doesn't function. It doesn't go right whenever I try to do that. Because unfortunately for me, I think I'm a completist. Like I have to have everything that goes in that set if I were to do that, which I don't want to turn into that kind of person. So needless to say, I didn't find all the things that I wanted to find to go into this shake. And I was like, you got plenty of stuff. You don't need anything extra. You can make it work with what you have. And I am going to definitely do that. I just want to try to pick some fall colors. So let me just put this out. And these little sequins are flat back jewels, or whatever you want to call them. I got these from online, I'm sure, from someone's store online, probably AliExpress or eBay. And I'm just pulling out the darker colors like gold, brown, silver, even though silver's not dark color, green, fall colors. Pulling out fall colors. And you know, you can put whatever you want in your shaker pieces. And I don't have any baby powder. Can you believe that? I have a baby and no baby powder. But when he was first born, I was told not to put baby powder on him, which makes sense if you think about it. And I wasn't going to put baby powder on my baby anyway. I don't even use baby powder. You know, I'm fearful of some things, carcinogenic things and things like that. So I didn't put baby powder on him. And because, you know, it helps with yeast infections. You know, you put it in the creases and then it's wet and then it rubs and smears and all that other stuff. For me, I don't use it. But, you know, if you use it, please don't stop using it on my account. Because some people love baby powder. Some people live by it. They have to put it on. And it does help you stay cool in the summer time. It doesn't help your, you know, it helps not get sticky. But I just don't use it. I did when I was probably about 20 years younger than I am now. But now I just don't use it anymore. So I have to run to the Dollar Tree today. Hopefully, once I go to the post office and mail off all these packages that I still haven't packaged up yet because I'm such a great planner. And, crazy. I know. I think I got this in a swap from someone. And that's why I like to keep the things that you all send me in its packaging so I can just pull it out and be like, yes, Brandy gave this to me, versus saying someone in a swap. I can't remember. That's horrible. Look at these little clear butterflies. They're so pretty. You can't even see it, huh? Duh. Let's see. And it's like iridescent. So I'm just plucking out some of those and putting it in there. I went to the Dollar Tree, as I was telling you all yesterday, and they have Halloween stuff out. But this one Dollar Tree, they still have 4th of July stuff out. And all of their Halloween stuff is in boxes on the shelf. I started to be very not like myself and go over there and open up a box and start digging through it, but I was like, I don't want to get kicked out of the Dollar Trees forever, so I won't do that. I just want to put a little bit more in here, but I don't want, you know, some shakers are too full, but this one is a little bit empty. So let me pull out that green, my green sequins. I've noticed that some people put sequences on here, on things that they write. Is it sequences or sequins? I always thought it was just sequins, because sequences is like a series of events, right? I don't know. Who am I to talk about the English language, right? English language. I live in a house where 3 of us speak 3 different languages. I speak English. Nicholas speaks cat. All he speaks is meow. And then my little roommate speaks little roommate. Because yesterday he was telling me something and he was like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah. And he looked at me like, well, do it. And I'm like, what do you want? Say it again. He kind of was like, Mom, really? I really have to explain to you again what I just said? And I'm finally going to bust open this Martha Stewart glitter, and it's yellow, gold. Oh, you all know I'm not a glitter person, though. A lot of people I know that craft are not glitter people, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Try not to waste it. That's what you're going to do. There we go. And then we're going to put this right back on here. So yesterday while I was in the restroom, I feel I can share with you all that portion of my life. Because, you know, we do have to use the restroom, the facilities if you must. And my little roommate got into some markers. He stood on the couch and got on my desk and got markers off of the desk. When I came out the restroom into the living room, he wrote on a couch. He wrote on a pillow cushion. He wrote on a pillow cushion. He wrote on his legs, his hand. But I guess he learned his lesson about not eating a marker. So he got disciplined. And I told myself, you need to be more careful and cautious, which I thought I was being careful and cautious. But I didn't realize that he was going to go snooping around, you know, dancing on the couch, getting on the couch and grabbing it. But he is getting into that age of curiosity a little bit more, and I have to be more cautious of that. So now what I'm going to do is, I am a slow crafter. Oh my goodness, I just looked at the time. I'm going to turn this over just like that and place it down and hold it. Hold it for a little while. When I come back, I'll have this dry and we can move on to the next thing. Alrighty, so this is what we have so far, and because I have such stable hands, I push, you see, these few sequins, and I didn't put a lot of sequins in here, but a few of them that I did put in there got hooked onto the glue. Overall, this is the best shake I've ever made, so thank you again, Mom to Create, for doing a tutorial for me. I really, really, really appreciate that. and it came out really nice. Yay, I'm excited. This is how it looks on the back. I probably applied too much glue. I was a little bit too liberal with the glue. And so now what I want to do is I'm going to take some adhesive, double-sided tape. Old Faithful, I guess you could say, is coming out. And I'm going to put a lot of strips down here. And because I can't do what I normally do, which is varnish it the way I want to. So I'm going to have to come up with a different creative way to varnish it. Let me move this out the way. I take my phone to the phone company, which is about 4 stores away from Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I had been thinking, did I need to get anything from Hobby Lobby? Well, of course I don't need to get anything from Hobby Lobby, but did I want to buy anything from Hobby Lobby? And I was like, nope, you don't need to go in there because the paper that they have on sale you already have probably. You don't really need anything from Hobby Lobby, right? Unless you're working on, for me, unless you're working on a project, and I do have a project coming up, so I will need to go into Hobby Lobby and get some things that I can't find at Michael's or Joann Fabric. Like, I haven't been to Joann Fabric in a while, I guess like 2 weeks now. I don't always go to Joann because they never really, in this area, they never really seem to have what I want, like, or need, which is okay. There are other options. You could always, for me, if I shop online, which I do from time to time, I can definitely get that. You know, I have that option. The thing is, and I like ordering from AliExpress as well as eBay, but the last time I tried to order from AliExpress, my order did not go through for whatever reason. And I tried to call them, but you know, you really can't call AliExpress, you know, for real. Like eBay, I think is an American company. AliExpress, I don't think is an American company at all. I know eBay is in California, I believe, so I can just call them. They give you that little number, and you put it in, and they talk to you. You tell them what's going on. AliExpress, not so much. Make sure you put your card on the right side. I did all that and put my card backwards, and even though I'm left-handed, it still didn't look right doing that, because you want your cards to be right-handed versus left-handed. But it would be funny to make a series of left-handed cards, which is not a problem. I could definitely do that. I bought a left-handed calendar before, a spiral one. See, that's when I was into writing things down, quote-unquote planning things, and I didn't use it. I used it maybe twice, so I still have it though. Here we are, and now what we're going to do is get fancy and cut this off. Yep, we're going to use some good old-fashioned good scissors. Let's see if I can't find my scissors that I like. We'll use these. These are in the running to becoming a decent pair of scissors. I think what you could use if you really, really were good at this is, we're going to go ahead and try it really quickly and see. I'm going to pull out my my cutting board. And I don't have, well I do, but I don't have it here. I haven't taken out the package. And a real X-Acto knife. I just have this box cutter that I picked up from the store, Hobby Lobby. So what you could do if you really wanted to be fancy is take it and do that. I'm going to tell you right now why I can't do my cutter, because the plastic piece is too big. See? So if you wanted to, you can take your X-Acto knife and cut down the side, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to chance my hands going off. I'm just going to get some scissors and do it. And so here we go. I don't know if I could ever do a 5-minute quote-unquote card. A 5-minute card? Whew. Would be crazy. I probably could do it if I had everything already prefabricated, and I didn't have to stop and pause the camera. I wonder if I craft faster on camera or off camera. I don't know. No worries. It's not a major big deal. And I'm going to re-ink these edges, and I just need to smooth this down some because those rough edges are driving me bonkers right here. So I'm just smoothing this down, and I've learned this smoothing down, even though she calls it distressing, from Elemental Designs, and I've seen Mom to Create do this as well. So I just want to smooth it down some. You can also, I know this for a fact, you can also use sanding paper to sand it down if you want. And I saw that on someone's channel a couple of months ago, probably last year, when they were talking about what are they talking about? Core paper. So that's something you can definitely do. And here we go with our ink. I'm just going to shake it up, and it is the walnut stain. Yep, I was watching Tim Holtz's video last night because that was my little roommate's punishment. No PJ Masks for him. And you know we only have one TV, so he was like, remote, remote, remote. I was like, nope, you wrote on the couch with the markers. And then he lost one. I was like, where's the marker? And not that I care about any of my craft stuff that he gets a hold to. I was concerned that I didn't want him to later on go back and get the marker and write on himself or in his mouth again. Sometimes that's why I wish Nicholas was a dog, because if I had a dog, you know, dogs are a little bit more caring of what the kids do. They would definitely go and tell on them. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wish I had a dog sometime. We are going to actually get a dog when we move to Texas. I think the only thing that I'm concerned about is the poo. I don't have a problem with walking the dog. I just don't want to have to clean up the poo. I don't want to walk around with a bag of poo. But I think I will get the dog because my little one, every time he sees a dog, he's like, doggy, 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 doggy. And I'm like, yep, that's a doggy. We're going to go ahead and finish embellishing this card up some. And I hope that, you know, she likes the card when she gets it, because it's definitely made with love. All of my projects that I do are made with love, and apprehension as well. I'm always nervous that the recipient won't like what I send them, so I'm always fearful of sharing some of my things with them. Hopefully these stickers stay on there, pretty thick stickers. And I'm just opening my drawer again, and I'm going to cut off some of this petal, because I don't want to hang it off the side of the card like it is. And these scissors are not the greatest. There we have it. I don't know if I like that, cutting off that, but this is our completed card. And now I'm going to share with you another little trick that I learned by watching Mom to create that tutorial for me. Let's see. She is amazing, and she's very humble. I'll say that, very, very humble. She's a very crafty lady and very witty as well. She cracks me up. I like having witty friends. Everyone I know that I've befriended here on YouTube is very comical in their own right. But some people are just super funny. And I'm cheating because I can't cut a straight line to save my life, so I'm cutting this out on here. I'm going to do one in that color, and then I'm going to do this back like this, just like that, I think. So we only got a chance to make one shaker card. I'm at 30 minutes and 45 seconds, so you know what that means. I need to stop blabbering my mouth. Let's see. And this is sticky. Oh, I can't even do it because I'm rushing now. But it's supposed to be a tag, a flag tag. And you can put it just like that if you like. But I'm not. I'm going to leave it just like it is. So I want to say thank you all for watching. And I hope you've learned something. Go over and check Mom's Creda out. She does amazing work. And she did a tutorial for me on how to make this little shaker. I finally got it. Yay. Happy Creda.